Pamela Etibon, if you could join me up here, please.
First lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome to our house this evening. It gives me joy and pleasure to see this magnitude of people here today. And as a leader who's been serving, it gives me, it makes me curious to know, it makes me know that there is a lot that we need to discuss between us, the current leadership, and you who are here that you need to see happening in the future leadership. But as we go on towards the convention, But I wanted to say this. This is my lovely wife. Pamela. Let me start from there. Yeah. And all that I do for the community has been because she's been behind me. All right. We have a whole lot that goes on today. Most of you are in the groups and you see a lot of things going on here and there. But she gives me the strength to come back home and feel that I'm loved and cared for. And she gives me the strength to even serve you more. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, babe, and I love you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are here for a meet and greet, okay? We have a convention happening in September from the 1st to the 4th. It turns out this particular convention is an election convention. And I'm so excited that from the council and guidance of our leaders and community elders, I was advised, okay, that now is the perfect time for you to lead this organization, okay? And considering the experience that I have and the inspiration and, hard work that we put in, I was like, okay, let's weigh this and see how we can get this done. I have a team with me that we're gonna move on to lead UNA, lead it to further heights, but I wanna invite them up here. I think what is very important today is that as we meet and greet, let's address these issues that we have to begin with. When we went to the hotel for the hotel visit, I realized one thing. We've been away from each other for a very long time, okay? There are people we haven't seen since 2020, okay? There are people we have not seen in UNA since that time, okay? And now we are in a situation where we've been exchanging on social media, but we've not met in person. I've come to believe our strength is in us communicating physically. When everyone walked in here, I was surprised. Even the people that I could see having disagreements are sociable. Are sociable when you meet them in person. And it helps because sometimes when you meet someone, then you really see they don't mean bad. It's just probably miscommunication. It's probably a grudge that you took long to resolve. And it helps that we continue to meet like this. I used to do this when I was a community leader in Dallas. And for those of you that know, UNA is kind of a bigger ballgame. We run North America, Canada, and Mexico. So I haven't been there in the community to meet you every other day to see that, we maintain this relationship. But I will not share that what our manifesto is right now. I want to call on Madame Joan Babuga, who is going to be my running vice president. I want to call upon Chantel Babazi as well, and Mr. Elvis Nsereko up here. If you guys would just come up here. And I'll let you hear from them, and I'll close it out. And then I'll hand the microphone back to the MC. Thank you so much again for being here. Madam.
Dallas. Thank you for the continued support. This is my second time coming here for meet and greet, but the turn-up has always been perfect. You give someone like me from Kisoro, Detroit, courage and hope that there are some Ugandans who still care about their community. I would like us to keep this spirit. Regardless of what is happening in our lives, we are still brothers and sisters, whether you want it or not. I would love to continue serving you, and I'm sure with your support, I will build on what I started. There's a lot we need to share, and there's a lot we are going to share, but if we don't work together, whatever I plan to do or whatever we plan to do is not going to work. So please, let's put aside whatever is happening. We all love you now, and we have shown it. The passion we have for it is making us have confidence, but let's put everything on the side and work together for something we love. I'm pledging myself. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm pledging the little time I have to serve you guys. I've been a community leader for quite some time. I have the experience and the trust. You can trust me. I'm one person who is going to tell you as it is, like everything. We put it Amasima oragakunda narugamba. So, please, mwebale kusapotinga, mwebale nnyo, mwisiima munonga mwebale kuyita kutubuulira mwakoze cyane, banange baagala nnyo, mubeere na musapotinga. September, nangu registering akalulu. We are here to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. My name is Chantal Mbabazi. Lambert has introduced me. I'm going to be running for the executive secretary. But to give you a little background about myself, I come from Chicago. Chicago, oi!
Chicago, my hometown. My hometown. Chicago, Chi-town.
Okay, yes, so right in my community in Chicago, my family is in Illinois. I serve as the executive secretary as well. And this is a position I've held for 2 years. But before I became the executive secretary, I was as well serving as the youth representative. So I can tell you that for community service is something I love to do. And I've been a volunteer in UNA for 4 years. Actually, today is my first day to be in Dallas. But I knew Dallas before I came here through my friends Lambert, Jojo, and other friends. Yes. And other people. Yes. So to give a background of how I've been volunteered in UNA, I first volunteered in, I think it was Monday's term in Chicago.
Monday, which Monday?
Monday Atigo and our brother Peter Mukunya.
Yeah.
I know when they come to Chicago to empower the local community to host the convention, I was asked and requested to serve as a marketing for the local community. But since then, I've been marketing UNA. I think most of you have seen me posting flyers every day. tutamze flyer. So this is me. Yes, so since that time I have loved the values of UNA. I have loved the programs of UNA, and when the time came for me to think about serving, I thought, in which capacity can I serve UNA? Where do I have the skills? Where do I have the experience? And since I've served alongside these two gentlemen under their department in executive secretary registration and marketing, I think for the past 3 years, you have never suffered in registration. I think you can attest to that. Ever since I started volunteering in registration, I think the game changed, and every administration that comes, they've requested me to serve in that capacity. And I think, Lambert, maybe you can tell me if I've done a good job. Thank you. So that being said, I stand here before you to request for your vote, to request for your trust. This is something I'm not going to be trying for the first time. I have been oriented by the best, Lambert Etibot. I work alongside him, and I can attest that the work that you see UNA do today, I contribute a percentage. And Lambert, before these people, I want to thank you for trusting me to be on your team. It means a lot. And our team, like, he will go through our what we believe for and what we stand for. But we can tell you that this is a team that has been tested, that has proven that you can trust to serve you. We are not serving our own interests. You might have seen that in the past. But we are here as your servant leaders. And please trust us with your vote. Thank you, and God bless you. Amen.
Money bags.
Hello everyone. Just remind you that today my laptop is charged. My name is Elvis Henry Seriko, the current UNA treasurer, and I'm running this time. I want to thank God for each and everyone that you're here. I want to thank Lambert. For you who don't know Lambert, I don't think we have a community in DFW that can bring all these people here. So let us clap for this gentleman. He's been here. Everyone, he has been to everyone's house, like everyone's house, unless you just came yesterday. But he's been to everyone's house. So, Lambert, thank you for the good work you're doing. Also want to thank my beautiful wife, Bridget. This is my beautiful wife that has stood with me for over 15 years. We've had beautiful kids, you can see baby. I want to thank the elders in this community, Mr. Kamugisha. I want to thank, let me say this, for some people, some people who don't know their accounts, because I'm in 2 accounts and the treasurer, who don't know anything that is going on, and you blame the books of accounting for UNA. If you're thinking you're blaming me, you're blaming my mentors. You're blaming Mr. Sonko and Mr. Kaluya. So remember, every time you write a comment on WhatsApp group, on Facebook, that the books of UNA are not balanced, you're pointing your fingers in Mr. Sonko and Professor Sonko and Professor Kaluya. So I want to thank this gentleman, Professor Sonko, and I don't know if he's here, and Professor Kaluya. Thank you very much. I've worked in the accounting and finance for over 16 years, so I have a big experience. Before I came into UNA, I've worked a lot to change the the funds for UNA. I don't know, for those who understand the accounts, you know what I'm talking about. So, I don't want you to be lied about that the laptop was not charged. I mean, that's politics, and I'm not into politics. I want to assure everyone, I'm into UNA in a professional field, not into politics. I know what I'm doing. So whatever you're going to write out there, please first think about it. Ask people who know accounts and finance before you come out and write what you don't know. Thank you. I also want to introduce myself to you that I'm running again, and I'm asking everyone's support to work with my brother and my sisters. Because before I came to DFW, I used to live in Boston. And Boston, I have a couple of friends, I have Nakato. Like, I know, like, we have people who have come from Boston here to celebrate with us. The meet and greet. So this is a very great opportunity to share with you. And I'm happy to have you all here as a community and also to celebrate with us. So please, I don't think those who still doubt anything about you and that when we took office, unless there is something else. Thank you, Honorable Mreva. I've interacted with Honorable Mreva very many times and we talked on one-on-one. So thank you very much, Honorable, and thank you for your support. Last, I want to thank the people who have hosted us in this house. This is a very good home. You know, Pam and Lambert, this house welcomes each and everyone. It has hosted very many people. Those who have just come from Uganda, those who yesterday was at the airport picking someone he doesn't know. They called him from the embassy from Washington to go and pick someone from the airport. She didn't know where she was going. He had to run 11 p.m. to go to the airport to pick up someone. I don't think we have anyone who can take up this position.
As the leader!
So we don't have any other, we need leaders with such qualities. Leaders who are transparent, leaders you can account for. Not leaders that today is living in Massachusetts, tomorrow is living in Texas, tomorrow is in Florida. You never know where their true address is. Please, you should...
Cut them out, cut them.
You should always have leaders you can account for any time that you're looking for someone. Lambert is a trusted guy. I know you know what I'm talking about. This guy is always at the pitch, football. He's always you find him in IT. This guy has done everything under this sun. Me and my wife, we always call this guy self-contained. He does everything. I don't know if he has been to your houses. You may think he's an electrician. He fixes these lights. He's always painting. This guy is in IT, but he does everything. I will call him self-contained. So I don't know if we have any other candidate who can beat him. Thank you very much for your time and thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is our executive team. We do have a council team of 20 candidates. We will announce them when the time is right. As you all know, the Electoral Commission currently hasn't officially declared as actual candidates, okay? So we are here just making a run for it, but we are not officially approved. The Electoral Commission still has to run background checks, and for some of us who are already in leadership, I think we are okay. You're also okay. Yeah, for those of you who are coming in, you still have to pass the background check before you're officially declared a candidate. But for our community, we do have Gilbert representing our area, but then we also have, where is he? Mr. Cyrus Mukisa.
Where is he? Cyrus, Cyrus, I know you did mention earlier that your voters are not here. Cyrus, can you come up here, please? I can count, okay, just for everybody's information, you have to be between the age of 18 and 30 to vote for the youth. So Cyrus looked around and it's like everyone here looks like they're above 30, so my voters are not here. But we would want to hear from Cyrus. Cyrus, please come on and say, Cyrus, that after you finish, your voters might be upstairs. But go ahead and come and say something. Please let him walk through real quick, and then we'll move on with the program.
Short enough.
Abayi mu kirwashiri ekiranyusiwe bamumpulira bali abalonzi baye balinga babiri. But thank you, Landa, for hosting us, and thank you for the community. Thank you to the community for honoring the invite and coming together with us. To my team, thank you for. My team, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to run with you guys. And I am coming back to one last dance. One last dance. I will say, one last dance for the youth. Then I'll be done.
Then it will be full. Okay.
But I have a lot of programs that I want to bring up. I want to bring on the table for the youth, and I believe having such a team with me, these programs will be able to be put into into actions. So we need your support. We need you to support them. Not only them. If I have a support team of all these guys, then I'll be able to execute my programs. Thank you so much.
We have a youth get together. We have a youth gathering scheduled for April 8th in Grand Rapids, that's Michigan. So Abalonzi Cyrus, I am really begging you to come and get to know each other. Youth in North America, we have neglected them. It's time for them to get to know each other. So this is something we've been working on in the back there, but I got you, my youth, and I say this is not great. So hope to see you in Grand Rapids, Michigan, April 8th.
Thank you so much. I have to say this. For the elders that are in the community, I want to thank you guys for always calling us and counseling us and guiding us on how to go about this. UNA began like this, okay? It began in a home, right? Until the numbers became so big and they graduated to a hotel, and now we are into 5-star hotels, just because our number is so big. But the fundamental reason behind was relationships, okay? And today it challenges me that we are at the core, we are messing with the core of the foundation of this organization, which is that social aspect. What keeps us going together is how we relate. It doesn't matter whether you have very good business ideas, whether you whatever projects you want to do. It does not matter if you cannot make relationships with people. And today, when we start challenging each other and messing with our emotional feelings, then we lose trust, we lose relationships, and we damage families, we damage communities, and it is just not healthy for us. Okay. So, thank you. So, as a community, I advise you. Most of you have seen, stayed away from all social media. Yeah.
Can I have order in the house, please? I'm the class monitor, so I'm gonna start finding people. Okay? The incoming president is speaking. Can we have some order in the house? Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. So, yeah, so it's very key that we understand this basic, because these are really, really very basic principles. It is just how we relate. Because it's okay to disagree. Guys, it's okay to disagree. But let's be civil, let's be respectful, let's not call each other names, let's not embarrass each other trying to uplift yourself. Yeah, I think when we do that, then we can now start to relate on a professional basis. Most of the young guys know. I remember we had a dining table right there one time. And I called a group of 17. Were we 17 at the time? Emma, you remember that days? Yeah. And we discussed, we wanted to start a project, okay? In that group, because I'm always welcoming, we had a successful meeting. And then when everybody went away, I was picked to be the chairman. And then people started calling, oh, Naila, but Onondoza Tumujeko, Onaveyo, you see. So, guys, relationships are very, very instrumental. For us to progress, we have to agree to disagree respectfully. It is very And Mama Jojo, I'm happy you're here. And I know you posted many times that you have no problem with me, and I respect that. And at one point, you know, you suspected that I was attacking you with a pseudo number. That is not me. And knowing you as an elder in the community, I know that you know that. But again, it is a political time. And anything, they call them bullets. Anything that works as a bullet is a milestone for the other team. And again, my competitor is also a brother of ours. Again, it is not wrong to run for a position. Okay? So don't take it too far. Leave it for the people to decide who is best fit for this position. It is your call. There is no need for us to be attacking each other, because now I know from at least what I've been told that the other two candidates are not serious. It is just me and him. So why are we, people of Dallas, why would we be fighting each other just because your two sons are trying to represent you? Why don't you wait and decide who can best represent you, and we move forward without having to attack each other? So it is my appeal, and much as I humbly ask for your support, I also want to insist that we treat each other respectfully, that we continue to debate real issues, and let's vote for candidates based on merit, and not just because, you know, these ones have put the most flyers out, or the other ones are the ones who have won the fight because they fought too much. None of that is going to build us. We want people who can work with each and every one of us. I think I've said that well enough. Tonight is a long night, and we're going to be here with you. There's enough food, there's enough drinks, and if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to some of the leaders.
You being the best fit is not something bad. It's not a sin.
All right. So I've also been reminded tonight we are going to be able to register you if you want to pay your membership, if you want to pay for the convention. I just want to make this clear. If you're a new member, it is $50. If you're a renewing member, it's $20. If you're registering for the convention, it is $210. And if you're ready to do that tonight, there will be people to help you with that as we socialize and get to know each other better. Also, I believe Danny wanted to offer a Q&A, right? A bit for people that have a few questions to ask. But,
hello, Dallas. I just want to say something very small to encourage these people and encourage you guys that are supporting them, okay? I'm going to read from Joshua 1, and it says, I have commanded you, be strong and courageous. Don't tremble or be terrified, because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So, you guys, whenever they abuse you, I want you to be strong and courageous. Whenever they say you are not doing enough, I want you to be strong and what? Whenever they come for your family, I want you to be strong and courageous. I can assure you that some of us will respond. Okay? And as somebody said, I'm gonna tell, if you are here and you are being called my goons, please desist from abusing anybody. Okay? All my goons, I want you to go silent. Because, again, the leader of the team, Mr. Lambert Export, is a family man, is a value man, and I've never, honestly, I talk to him almost every other day. He cannot abuse anybody. I can testify to this. So if anybody is abusing someone, he's not sent by Lambert. Okay? If anybody is abusing somebody, and I've come to know Joanne, the first time they attacked her, she brought out all the communities that received the money because she cannot abuse anybody. Okay? So please, if you are supporting Lambert, if you are supporting this team, if they abuse them, let's ask the right questions. Okay? What have they done instead of abusing? Or insult. People have history because we can